So I just came back from the Nintendo store in San Francisco. I did a whole video on how the process of getting this from there was. That's my previous video, so you can check that down below. But this is going to be the unboxing. I did end up going with the bundle, even though I'm someone who prefers physical media. I said, let me just save that money for now and get the bundle. Got this at the Nintendo store. The package is substantially smaller than the Switch One. Let me get this open here. See the Joy-Cons and the screen. What is this? I'm hoping that's just a plastic that's dirty and not my actual screen. That'd be a huge nightmare. But I love how Nintendo packages everything. You can see the real personal care. And I like how they still include everything. So you do get the HDMI cable, you do get the Joy-Cons, get the wristbands that they've done since the Wii, so you don't fling it into something. Let me take that out for now. Here is, oh wow, so this time around they're doing the fast charging, which is actually really nice. So you also get this as well. You can tell it's substantially bigger than the Switch One. So here is the dock. They went for a much more minimalistic design. You still get two USBs in the corner, but I feel like these are way more easy access than the regular Switch dock. If you want to compare it to this, oh, its fingerprints are going to stick on this. Oh, actually, they disappeared. But there is the original Switch, version 2. The dock, here is the first one. And I'll also compare it to the LED. So here it is next to the OLED. I should also compare the Switch models as well. That's not a bad idea. So one thing to note is that the Joy-Cons don't actually slide in place like they do with the original Switch. They actually are magnetic, and that feels a lot more premium. On the screen, it does seem to be a bit bigger as well. The screen looks beautiful. I definitely need to get a screen protector. So the only one of these three that has a screen protector is this one right here, but it looks even bigger than the OLED. Okay, the stand is absolutely better than what you got on the original Switch, which was this little square right here. This OLED has a different stand too, but it's still not as good as the Switch 2 in my opinion. One thing I wanted to mention is this actually, I was wondering where to plug this in, but it's a little bit hard to do with one hand, but this part of the dock actually comes out so you can plug in your AC adapter, HDMI out, and then your LAN if you want a wired internet connection. So this is really cool. Just to sync the old ones, all you got to do is move this closer here. All you have to do is move this next to the old one or the new one and it'll... Okay, so it looks like I haven't updated this in a while, so I have to update this first before I can do the system transfer. One thing, when you do the transfers, you actually have to connect old Switch into the dock, the old dock that is. So it doesn't work by just charging it. You have to plug it into the dock. So I have it pretty far away, but it's still able to do the transfer, which is nice. So this might take some time, but one thing I also haven't mentioned is let's talk about the Joy-Con. The right trigger it's bigger, it feels a lot better, and you have a C button. And if you wonder what that C button is, no, it's not the GameCube C button. It's not the C button for the 64. It's the C button for chat. So it says that the transfer will only take 3 minutes, which is not a big deal at all.